say, can you see I'm coming to America? Is Samuel L. Jackson gonna come back as the robber? So I got a package in the mail from Paramount, and it was a bunch of Eddie Murphy movies: Trading Places, The Golden Child, Beverly Hills Cop, and they gave me Coming to America. But as much as I appreciate it, you know what I had to do? I found out that Coming to America also has a steel book. So I had to get that. But I was like, oh, that was very nice. And I was like, wait a minute. A lot of Eddie Murphy stuff coming out, re-released. Something's up. And sure enough, all these pictures started dropping. And then we officially got a trailer for Coming to America, the long-awaited sequel to Coming to America with Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, and so many others. And the trailer dropped, and I watched it, and I laughed, and I'm so excited. I'm really excited for this movie. Again, as I believe, this was one of those movies that was supposed to come out in 2020 in theaters, but is now coming out in 2021 on Amazon Prime. So you get Prime shipping and a Prime movie. So I got the synopsis right here. Set in the lush and royal country of Zamunda, newly crowned King Akeem and his trusted confidant Semmi embark on an all-new hilarious adventure that has them traversing the globe from the great African nation to the boroughs of Queens, New York, where it all began. It's going to star Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, Jermaine Fowler, Leslie Jones, Tracy Morgan, KiKi Layne, Shari Headley, Wesley Snipes, James Earl Jones, John Amos, and Vanessa Bell Calloway is coming back from the original movie. Paul Bates. A lot of people from the original movie are coming back as well. We get some new characters with this one, and it's all going to be on Amazon. And in addition to all these people coming back, of course, with Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall, you got to get them playing their various characters. So Sexual Chocolate, we get a little preview of that. And of course, we get the barbershop scene. And I don't know how these barbers are still alive after all these years, but they're back hanging out in the barbershop, making their jokes. They have a very funny bit in the trailer where they're making all these, African jokes at Akeem and Semmi. And then the guy in the chair takes it one step too far. They're like, no, see, now that's too far now. But then they go right back to their own jokes. So, that's how it works. That's comedy for you. You can say something that's a little bit, wrong, but in the right context, it made it funny. They made it funny. Ha ha. So yeah, man, I'm so excited about this movie. It's going to be so much fun. I just need a good comedy. I need a good laugh. And this looks like it's going to bring a good laugh to me. Coming to America. I'm excited for it. Eddie Murphy fan, of course. Comedy fan, of course. A sequel to a movie I grew up with. What's interesting about Coming to America is it's one of those got the pass movies for me. So I was not allowed to watch rated R movies. Like, I couldn't go to rated R movies, even with a supervision to the theaters. I couldn't watch HBO at night. My parents wouldn't allow me. But there were certain movies, even though they were rated R, that my parents were like, we like it. It was basically, if they liked it and they thought it was funny, then they would be okay with me watching it. So Blues Brothers was on that list. Trading Places on that list. A lot of Richard Pryor movies on that list. And Coming to America was definitely on that list. They would always cover my eyes when, the scene where he's in the tub and the roll is clean. You know what I'm talking about. But everything else, Sexual Chocolate, she's your queen to be. The barbershop, all that stuff. Akeem, Semmi, Soul Glow, all that was okay. That was McDowell's, all that was fine. Really enjoyed it. One of my favorite movies growing up, one of my favorite movies now, and now we get that sequel. And then Eddie Murphy, of course, been doing all these cool things lately, so it's nice to see that he's portraying this once again, especially after seeing him in My Name is Dolomite. Like, I'm just so down for any more comedies that guy does. It's just nice to see. It's almost like a return to form. It's just nice to see it. Ruth E. Carter is doing the costume, so I know it's going to look amazing as far as the costume goes. She's the same person that worked on Black Panther, so the looks are going to be tight. Like, I already could tell from just the trailer and the pictures. Like, it looks like it's so crazy between the costumes and the setting and the black don't crack. This was filmed years later, but it looked like it was filmed like right after the first one. Like, everyone has not aged in this movie. Are y'all sure y'all just filmed this? I think you filmed this in the 90s. I think this was filmed in like 1992 and you just held it. No, it looks really awesome. Obviously, I talk a lot about nostalgia on this channel, and a lot of that does deal with TV shows and cartoons and things like that. And don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. But, there's some other things in the rated R category that I grew up with as well. Even if I wasn't supposed to be watching it, I still did. So it's nice to see that stuff gets represented as well. Not everything has to just be the Saturday morning stuff and the whatever. It's like, no, there's some cool old school movies for adults, rated R movies, comedies, getting some representation for a return. And, you know, there was something nice. I'm just gonna be real with you. This is real talk. Seeing Zamunda, seeing that back in the day, you know, that was kind of nice. It's like you get that African culture, you get that royalty going on. That was so cool to see that in a movie. Seeing that royalty, see that portrayed in a film. Women dropping the roses. Garcelle's back. Oh shoot, I just remember that. Oh, I loved her in Coming to America and the Jamie Foxx show. Yes, yes. sorry, I just had a moment there. I had a man moment. I also love that the original one had that Trading Places reference. I just thought that was a cool moment. So I hope we get some stuff like that. Hopefully, obviously, get some references to the first film, get some returning characters. I want to see where McDowell's is right now. I need the Big Mick, you know. So I'm hoping it's good, man. I'm just hoping it's a good comedy. You never know. Sometimes hitting a sequel, particularly for a comedy, can be a little challenging. You know, because if all the funny was put in the first one, can it be brought back in the second one? Especially when you're bringing one back from decades from now. But, you know, there's gonna be some fun with that. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with all of this. I'm cool with this just returning. I'm just really, really happy. Ready to see this. I'm ready to see this. Very excited to see this. This is actually one of my most anticipated films of 2021 is Coming to America. And I'm glad I got an Amazon Prime. I guess I gotta get some books shipped so I can see this film. That's all. I just wanted to talk about that. Just really stoked to see something like this that I have nostalgia for getting a return just as much as the other stuff I usually talk about getting a return. So there you go. Are you excited for Coming to America? Are you excited to see another Eddie Murphy comedy like this? And is there any other rated R comedy? Let's get raunchy up in here. Is there any other movie like that you were like, I want to see that happen again? Can't say Blues Brothers because we already had that with Blues Brothers 2000. So see, that's an example of what can happen. Hopefully that does not happen to Coming to America. Don't put that on this movie. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, then I hope you subscribe to this channel so you can see more nostalgia and new content that I talk about. I love you like a play cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Do wop do wop do wop.